Come on in. I just did the fire sign read. They took all my lip gloss, okay? Come on in. I don't know how to make the... Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Let me see. Oh, cute. What? Oh, we can do it in black and white. Ooh, they give it more color. Okay, they make that pop. All right, Didi. Didi here. All right, let's get started then. Let's get started then. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, J-Lo, for coming in. Y'all, don't hesitate. If you see something off, get it out, okay? Get it out of here. All right. Let's go back to the way things were because, you know, it's been a while. Get them out. You'll know. Use your discernment. All right. So, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Can y'all please like the video as y'all step into the building? All right. All right. So we're doing mudras. So we're doing the air sign mudra. I have done, I believe, 2 lives this month. I was trying to check, but I think I've done 2 lives with all signs. So you can go and check those out. There are some videos that are uploaded, but it's kind of, look, just if you can hear it. That's my whole thing. If you can hear it, okay? So there are some indie reads on there that apparently just whatever, okay? Neither here nor there, but there are full live videos. So you can click the live tab and the timestamps are in the comments. And I really appreciate those who were nice enough to add the timestamps in the comments. I forgot the other person, but there were a number of people in the video before the last one. All right. My bookings are open on my website as well, so you can book there. All right. So let's get into it. I also have a class coming up May 3rd through 5th. If you are drawn to the class, I would advise you to sign up. If you are not drawn, please do not sign up. All right. Now then, what information do you have for these beautiful air signs? God damn. Surrender. So that means pull out the surrender deck to clarify. All right. So this may be what matters. This looks like something is coming up and out. This is root chakra as well. And it makes sense since, can y'all please like the video? It makes sense as well since the fire signs got root chakra energy as well. And we do have this Aries energy that we're still in. And plus, I think it's going to carry for quite some time, that Aries energy for some reason. It may move into Taurus season. So I don't know what the planets are doing, but it feels like it's going to move up and through there. There's something that is being brought to the forefront of your awareness when it comes to connecting with people. When it comes to, this is how I'm seeing it. Okay? This is connections. These are eyes, right? You're zoomed in on something. Something is like right in your face that needs your attention. And it's in order for you to move through this, it's going to call for you to surrender. There may be some forgiveness that needs to take place here as well. 1, 2, 3. There may be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there are some things that you are going to be mulling over. Maybe there are some, this has to do with family. It could be with friends, a significant other, whoever, your job. There may have been some nitpicking here. I get that with this, right? Nitpicking, looking at it and picking it apart. So maybe you are dealing with someone and y'all go back and forth with the nitpicking here. and you're realizing something, that you're surrendering your ways when it comes to that, because it's a number 12, one moving into a 2, creating a 3, which allows for you to connect in a way, right, that it makes sense. So with this number 12, this has to do with your individual approach and realizing your individual approach to a situation. It's like maybe you picked up some of this person's characteristics, some of this person's traits, or maybe that's how y'all connected, but you no longer want to connect to this person in that way, or this situation in that way. What do you have for these air signs, honey? It's time to let go of something. Maybe it's time to retreat from something. Surrender your need to always be right. And that's solar plexus energy. And it's like, you just letting it be what it is, basically. It's like you get it. You understand where the person is coming from. So it is you and another person. You understand where the person is coming from. You may even be in a space where you are open to, right, hearing them out fully, because maybe within the nitpicking or the back and forth that y'all have had, it was more about, you know, I'm saying this from facts, and the other person like, I'm saying this from life experience, and it's like trying to make it make sense, right? Trying to make it make sense. Here, this is resolving conflicts, the Moon and the King of Cups. This is about resolving conflicts here, because someone is more emotional than you probably know. Someone is more sensitive than you expected. And that's why they may have been the way that they are. Usually when people are very irate about stuff that, you know, like, okay, that pissed you off. Like, okay, so that got you all your panties in a bunch. And it's deeper than what the thing was, right? So maybe they don't express themselves in a certain type of way or know how here, or that could be your ass. Who knows? Now, what do you have here for these beautiful air signs, please? What do you have here for these beautiful air signs, honey? Ace of Wands, communication. Someone may want to speak their truth. This is also a creative influx. 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. You don't know if you want to go further with this person. You're looking at what has already happened. I don't know if y'all, can y'all hear that? She say I'm always right. Can y'all hear that? So I know if I can keep going. Oh, y'all do? Okay, it's a brief intermission. Thank you for responding, y'all. But you can still hear me though, too, Ned? Okay, that makes sense. All right. So I think they gone. I don't know. So it's like you may have been through a lot with this person. It may even be that you've been through a lot at this job or what have you. Whatever this is, you are assessing what is going on. How much time, effort, and attention you put into something. How much physical labor here. And physical labor can easily be that whatever is emotionally draining you is causing physical issues. But overall, this is the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like, okay, what are we going to do? Right? See, that's that disruption between y'all. That's that disruption between y'all right there. That's it right there. That's it. It's time to take out the trash, honey. Or whatever that is. It's time for that. Doing a lot of construction and stuff. Communication. So there's someone coming in wanting to tell you something, wanting to apologize. 6 of Swords. Someone wants to apologize. It could be an Aries here. There's the Emperor. Someone wants to apologize. They want to make things right. They may have said something in the past, done something in the past to piss you off. Okay, this person is moving very slow with what it is that they have to offer. It could be a job offer or something to do with, hold on now. Clarity in the sea moss. Clarity in the sea moss, whatever that means to you. Here. So this is someone separate. This energy is separate from the other energy, right? So this may be your job, this Queen of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands, but whoever this is, a friend, family, whoever. Someone may be wanting to communicate, apologize for something. Maybe they see you as the Emperor, or this is actually the Emperor wanting to take things slow. They have it all planned out how they want this to go. here. Some of you, maybe your father that is apologizing, but this could be a job offer as well. But what I'm getting with this devil and this 10 of wands, you gotta, it's like it's time, and you can tell with this root chakra energy, it's time to let something go that has been a burden. Maybe you have given too much of yourself to a certain situation. Maybe you have given too much of your wisdom, information, too much of your power. You gave too much of your power away here, and it was draining, right? Because anytime you give your power to the wrong things or the wrong people, it will drain you one way or another. All right. So there's something there with that. This is the end of a huge cycle. This is spiritual elevation, evolution, ascension, and spiritual expansion when it comes to this relationship. Okay. Here, somebody wants half and half, like pay something. If you can't pay it all, pay something. If you can't pay it all, pay something, okay? All right, so there's some type of meeting of the minds or balance coming in a relationship. It may be a marriage here, but it's going to the next level because it's the Two of Cups. It's elevating. Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. You're probably hearing from somebody at the bank. Hold on, let me see here. You may be hearing from someone at the bank, but this could even be that someone that you work with, someone wants to collaborate with you, or someone wants to... Whoever this is, they're teaching you something. There's a King of Swords that is teaching you something that you are strongly connected to here. This may be someone from your past. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but it's her. Somebody from your past may be coming back around. And this person may try to throw you off balance because whoever this is, they like being a free spirit when it comes to dealing with people. This may be someone you can have fun with, but overall, they will get you caught up in your head. So you want to be mindful of that. The Two of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse. Like I said, whoever this King of Swords person is, they gonna play mind games. This ain't gonna go nowhere. They really no fire, no passion in it. And this is someone who may not even have their own home. Whew. But if it's a judge or what have you, I feel like there's going to be a reason to celebrate. This is a new beginning for you. Could be a lawyer, someone in the legal system, military, someone who works in IT. Like, this is a very intelligent person. Very logical, very intelligent, but also, you know, look like they play a few games. If it's on a personal level, but as far as business or whatever this is that you may be dealing with, there will be a reason to celebrate. Can y'all please like the video when y'all walk up in here? All right, so let's see what the other surrender card is. What information do you have for my beautiful air signs here today? Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power and stop playing it small. So that also goes along the lines of this, because when you view the nitpicking or the back and forth between you and whoever this person is, right? Them and whoever else. Because more than likely when you do it with one person, you'll do it with more than one person, right? But sometimes some people bring it out more than other people. So there's some type of self-realization that's coming through when it comes to this type of behavior. And now they want you to step more fully in your power, which has a lot to do with you surrendering to what is. Whatever the issue is, whatever the truth in the matter is, you're surrendering and handing it over, right? There's no need to go back and forth with people. There's no need to... It's a gift that keeps on giving. For real. Because what I'm getting with this is that, you know, you got down on your knees and prayed. You got, you know, you tried to do everything that you could to try to make things right with this person. You did everything that you possibly could, but then it turned into a battle, a competition. Who right, who wrong, who right, who wrong. Well, you may have been right about that, but you were wrong about, like, it's too much back and forth. So when you surrender to your full power, which has to do with what they are showing you when it comes to how you love yourself, and the more that you have more self-respect, self-love, self-worth, self-value, assert yourself, you'll be motivated. This is self-motivation to really just, you know, allow your energy to speak for you. You don't have to say nothing. That's that line, okay? Some of y'all may have Leo in your chart, but that's that line, and both of these are about willpower. This is strong energy coming through, and it can be burnt away, whatever this is that you are ready to release, because it's kind of thick. It's kind of thick. The residual energy around it It's kind of thick. It's kind of heavy. There's an elephant here. What information do you have for this? Surrender to your full power. Ace of Wands. Communication. But this is also a fiery, passionate new start to the way that you want to do things. It's the equivalent of when you break up with somebody, because I don't know if y'all broke up, but like, it's the equivalent of when you break up with somebody and you become even more of who you are. Like, wait a minute, I lost a couple of pieces right there. Let me pull that back together. Okay? So it's the equivalent of that. But this could also be a creative influx that's coming through that is going to call for you to really stand in your power. Something that you've been working on here. Maybe it's even something that you worked on throughout the moon phases as well. But they want you to, trust your instinct, trust the insight that you are receiving from the universe, right? With that moon card, I also feel as though there may be like a lot of, some of you may be up late, right? Or you may sit outside late or something like that. So you may see some type of animal that you don't usually see at night on your patio, okay? Backyard. That's what it looked like. Gated, covered. Something is going to be a synchronicity that's an actual person or animal. I think it's an animal, y'all. Clarify this. Surrender to your full power. Page of Wands in the reverse. Some project that you put down, something that you stopped working on, something that you didn't feel enthused about. It's time to get back in that energy, right? You may have even blocked somebody or just, turned your phone on D&D. So whatever this is to you, with this Page of Wands in the reverse, it could also be that someone was playing on your phone, playing in your energy, whatever this is. In order for you to pull you together, take your spiritual breaks, do your cleansing, do your, your detoxes when you need to. Whatever it is that you were called to do in this space for you to stand on your 10. Because with this Page of Wands in the reverse could easily be, someone sending you a message right when you are back in your power, right when you get this creative influx, right when you are really set to go, right? You got some type of information. It's maybe something that comes in the mail or in a message that really gets you going as well. But they want you to stop playing it small, because whatever this message that may be coming through with this Page of Wands, it may even be that you maybe it's a child and you're very lenient with this child in most cases. But now it's time for you to really, you are the authority in your house, right? You are the, you don't just, what is this? What do you have here for my beautiful air signs, honey? Clinging to the past. Let it go. 5 of Cups. Clinging to the past. I feel as though with this 5 of Cups, there may be something here where it's like you have been trying to hold on. Maybe you've held in your words. Maybe you've been in a space where you just want to get out of this and get more on this, right? You're ready to grow something. You're ready, this is like a spark of creativity, a spark, something that gets you going. But with this clinging to the past, there's something here that may even have to do with emotions or the way that people, when you were younger, this may be coming up in that Mercury energy. The way that when you were younger, when you you played it small because it made other people feel a certain way, and you are so empathic that you started to feel what they were feeling. So you start playing it small and pushing other people in front of you and all that. And it's like, no. Stand on your 10. Wheel of Fortune. You got a few people in mind? All right. So with this 5 of Cups, you're going to let it go because there's so many beautiful, bright new beginnings for you. There's a lot that is going on, a lot transpiring here. And it's like they want you to be more receptive. Okay? Be more receptive here. This isn't a time to rebel against what it is that they are calling you to do, right? The worst is behind you. It's all about perspective, right? I was reading something last night. It's pretty much reiterated information, but they were going into that space of, getting out of that ego mind and allowing things to flow, right? And doing it in a way that you were confident, optimistic. This is also heightened optimism on a spiritual level, but like optimistic and ready for whatever. It's go season or something like that. But it's not necessarily like, go season, but it's like, it's go season. It's flow season. right? What is this clinging to the past, honey? What else do you have for these air signs, honey? Conditioning. I told you something that happened to you when you were younger. There's something that transpired that you were holding on to and you didn't even realize that you were the way that you are. Like even with this person, right? The way that you deal with this person or the way that you go back and forth, you look back into your past and you see that when you were younger, people didn't let you be right. They did, even though you were right, they wouldn't allow you to be right. They always, put you down or made, that's because they knew you were right. Something is coming up here that has to do with something similar to that, but it's connected to the way that you deal with people or this person, the world and the Six of Wands. Whatever it is, if you decide to allow this cycle to, as the world turns, right? Your world has turned and it's up right now. And so it's like whatever it is that you want to grow and expand, it can be done. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe this is someone that is close to you that you will be dealing with here. What is this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles got to do with anything? Maybe it's a mother or two people in your family that you are coming to terms about certain things when it comes to like, they just going to be where they are, but it's not up to you to try to change anything. It's up to you to try to, do your thing to stand out because that's what you came here to do. All right. What are these queens in relation to the air signs? Seven of Swords. Told you. All this time you were under the guise of some type of lies, under the guise of some type of, because maybe women in your family told you that, you have to do things this way. You got to do things that way. You realize it's all a lie. Yep, about marriage. You are realizing something about marriage. Queen of Cups and the World card. You are realizing something about marriage, relationships. You're realizing what it is that you've been holding on to was not truthful here, and it may have you to betray yourself or betray your trust in your discernment here based on this conditioning. Okay, I don't know y'all like that. Okay, what do you have for these earth signs, honey? Because what they clearing out the clutter, honey. What do you have for these air signs? Got the King of Pentacles for the air signs. If you wanted earth signs, you got it. Knight of Cups in the reverse and the High Priestess. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, maybe someone who, maybe because the Knight of Cups in the reverse, right? This may be, somebody that drink a lot or someone, that gaslights or someone that love bums and they can feed energy. They just on the lower end of, their who they are, right? They just like to do things based on feeling. You have a lot of like tender penises that are Knight of Cups in the reverse. Five of Swords. There was some type of disagreement with someone who is a Knight of Cups in the reverse here. And you went within and found out, maybe they are a Virgo, but you went within and found out what was really going on. And now there's some type of offer that is coming in because this person may have strong feelings for you. Can't deny it. They may live very far from you here. But I feel as though whatever they are going through, they got some things that they have to release. The Ten of Swords and the Devil. They are in a shadow space. So they have some things that they need to release here. Three of Swords in the reverse. Come out of some type of pain. Make a decision to move forward and not be thinking and feeling the way that they used to. But I feel as though some of you may have a decision to make between two people. So, hold on now. Your clarity is here. The High Priestess and the Six of Swords, your clarity is there. All right. You got the Tower, the Fool, and the Hierophant. You know what you want. This is a major breakthrough. Okay. This may even be some type of argument that allows you to see what's really going on. You may even feel like a fool for thinking that this person was relationship material. That's one way I'm looking at it. The other way I'm looking at the Tower, Fool, and the Hierophant. You want a new beginning. You want something new in your life. You don't want what you had. Four of Cups. It popped out. You don't want what you had. You are figuring out what it is that you want and you are waiting for it. There's something about balance needing to be restored. 66 here. I feel as though some of you may be single or you're just very independent, but you know how to be interdependent in relationships, okay? And it's like you are ready to manifest something. Something is happening. This is a new life cycle for you here. And somebody that you walked away from is offering you a cup, honey. Somebody that you walked away from or something that you turned down in the past is coming around here, but you may be confused because you haven't thought things through when it comes to what fate and destiny really means to you here. Can you grow with this person? What is fate and destiny to you, though? Right? So you want to look into what does that mean to you? Like, seriously, I don't care what you read. Look in your life and look at the things that have happened by fate. It had to be destiny. Like, there was no other, you felt in your soul that there was no other way that it could possibly be. Why that happened like that, even if it was something miraculous that you can't even talk about, right? Go back into that space so that you won't be confused with that Seven of Cups energy. You won't be confused when someone really wants to offer you something. One, they probably want to take it slow, whoever this is. You want to be in a space where you really know what destiny is, what fate, like this is a fated meeting, a fated event, right? And that also goes into when I was telling people about fake synchronicities that be going on. Fake synchronicities be happening. That's why you got to know who you are, how you connect, and what is what, like for real. For real. It be some fake synchronicities going on. So that goes back into the space I was just saying about knowing what is actually fated, what is what has to do with you being in alignment with your assignment, and things are unraveling based on destiny. Because if you lean on your own understanding, you might just fuck it up. Okay? Now then. Or should I say, if we lean on our own understanding, we might just fuck it up. Hello. All right. What do you have here for my beautiful air signs, honey? Guilt. If you move it, that's that Eight of Swords coming back out, but it's a different deck, right? So if you move back into this space where it's like, even when you start playing and smiling, you like, yes, I'm about to do this, that, and the other. Get you a coach. You take some type of class, seminar, or whatever, right? Your therapist give you some stuff to do to get you to stand in your full power because you've been playing and smile. Let people get away with shit that you really should have stood on your 10 about. Saying yes to stuff that you really should have said no to. So with this Eight of Swords, if you get the feeling guilty about what you're doing, because someone may want you to do certain, like whoever this is may delegate responsibilities and they got other people that they can ask to do stuff, but they want to ask you. So it's like you feel guilty that you can't do certain things to certain people. And with that Queen of Swords that popped up, it's going to be very important that you set boundaries, you stand on what you're saying and say what you mean and do that, basically. Because what I'm getting here is like, you're going to be like, frustrated. Don't even frustrate yourself like that. Once you make an agreement, as a matter of fact, homework. Once you make an agreement with yourself that you are going to do things in a certain type of way, run certain type of plays day to day, so that you can do this for at least 90 days, so that the repetition breeds habit, right? So once you do it for 90 days, it's going to be a breeze. Okay. So what's happening here is that you're going to have a go-to. Once you make that decision to do that, your go-to is going to be a contract that you sign with yourself. I need for you to create a contract with yourself that on this day, I, so-and-so, am going to do so-and-so for 90 days, right? And this includes, right? So if you have a problem telling people no and meaning it, because no is a complete sentence. Okay. If you have a problem telling people no, you're going to say, and I agree to do this when it comes to these types of situations, and, just map it out. Because sometimes people need to map it out like that. You know what I'm saying? So, this is building your strength, right? But this also has a lot to do with your character as well. Because if you are allowing people to guilt trap you, put you in a space where you confused about what it is that you are doing when it's time for you to do what you are doing, it goes back to what I said. Allow yourself to do things with gentleness, ease, and grace. But your inner lion, okay, your energy, because your energy will change, your frequency will change. The more that you agree, get in agreement with what it is that you plan to do and how you plan to do it, your energy gonna agree. Okay. Big boundary season, for real. Thank you, moderators. What is this, guilt? Got a lot of people trying to get your attention. You got plans to make. You may have been stuck in the mud for a while, or procrastinating, or not really wanting to move forward, or whatever, because you feel guilty. You feel guilty about, well, what will they think? Baby, what will they think? What they been thinking anyway? They've been thinking that probably that you, okay, don't get me started. I'm going to start acting up. I don't feel like acting up today. All right. What will they do? Like somebody been holding you back, or you've been holding yourself back overall. Anytime you hold yourself back, you got to pay close attention to the people around you who were feeding into that as well. Be honest with yourself. 8 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Some type of message or communication about some type of event. You may be invited somewhere. Here, this may be travel, group travel, or what have you. Be careful with that stuff. Not going to get into that today, but y'all need to be careful who y'all call friends. I ask people often. That's one of my questions, so that, you know, because everybody has different different perspectives when it comes to what a friend is. I ask people that often because this trip, this 3 of Cups and that 8 of Wands, you know, it look like it's gonna be a good thing, but overall, going back, like, what is a friend to you, right? You need to ask yourself that, right? How are you a friend to yourself? Are you being a good friend to yourself? Okay, because when you're a good friend to yourself, you do set certain types of boundaries, right? But, you know, that could be family, whoever, because you still got to be a good friend to yourself. If you have any type of headaches, you want to get that checked out. If you are in a space where anytime you think about something or think about moving forward or think about doing certain things, you want to do an energy cleanse, all right? Get yourself together, because if you're not getting the answer quick, if you can't stop, sit, meditate, you know, hit the pressure points or what have you, right? If you can't hit the pressure points and sit in the space of calm, clarity, stillness, no matter where you are, even at work, wherever, busy places, whatever, you have to know how to just pull yourself out of everything and just become more aware of where you are and how you are, why you are, and come into that space. So if you are not able to, if you're unable to really pull yourself into a space so that you can be like, okay, what is this? The more that you connect, you'll get your answers quicker. It won't be your ego telling you what it is. You're going to exactly know. They're either going to tell you what it is or give you the solution to what it is. All right? Or both. Okay? Something to do with Asian descent. Page of Wands and the Page of Cups here. You're really bringing in some type of balance and creating some type of boundaries. They're like a dam, don't it? Creating some type of boundaries moving forward. With this Page of Wands and this Page of Cups, maybe you have small children, right? Maybe you have small children. But overall, with this Page of Wands and this Page of Cups, they want you to continue to move forward. Stay out of your head, because you'll need to balance your mental faculties. Have balance here. All right. If you have a lot of negative thoughts or a lot of anxiety or all types of stuff that is coming in while you are trying to concentrate on what your next move is, right? Or going over what is worth your time, effort, or attention moving forward after you do an audit with that 7 of Pentacles here. Summer camp. Okay. So you want to be in this space where you are still a student. You are moving forward. You're taking your time. This is that energy of still having that passion, that desire, that curiosity, but also whatever it is that you are doing is kind of emotional for you because of the patterning that you are breaking, right? The clarity that you received about, like, all my life I've been lied to. And it's like, damn. And so you figure it out. 7 of Wands and a 10 of Wands. So now you are realizing that this had to happen. This 7 of Wands and this 10 of Wands is showing you that it had to happen. This 7 of Wands is showing you that how you need to protect yourself moving forward, knowing that you are protected overall with that spiritual protection, but overall protecting your assets. Your most valuable assets is, of course, this and all of the energies connected to it. But outside of that, in the material world, it's important for you to really, you know, put boundaries up when it comes to people coming to your house. When it comes to people, I can't see y'all comments. Hold on. Okay, y'all back. I don't know why I won't stay up there. When it comes to, you know, people who are circulating you or trying to be in a space, in your space, you want to set boundaries because you are going through this transformative energy. Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Because of your progress, the way that you are doing things here, you want to be mindful of any conversations that you are having with yourself as well as other people. But that Seven of Swords could also be making sure that you pay attention to documentation, right? Reading the fine print, right? Because this may have to do with some type of communication from another air sign, or overall this could be some communication that you are sending out, and you want to be mindful of what it is that you are saying and how you are saying it, because whatever this is, anytime we are about to progress or we are in the space of progressing, right, you get that Seven of Swords energy. Swords are air, so this is all about communication, all about reading, writing, here, telepathy. It could be anything at this point. But what I'm seeing is that, you know, when that seven comes through, you want to make sure that you don't have that imposter syndrome when it comes to your journey. You don't put your oars down. Okay, those are ones, but they are oars on that little boat. Okay, trying to cover your heart here. Somebody trying to use a cloak of invisibility, possibly to try to deter you or steal from you here. Lies, slander, or whatever. Air signs always get this, especially Libra, child. It's crazy. But with that Page of Wands and that Page of Cups, I feel as though as long as you stay in that energy, right, you are healing your inner child, right? When it comes to things that you are really passionate about, things that have to do with your imaginative influxes. So that Page of Cups could easily be a lot of information coming through that you want to do a lot of writing, a lot of voice recording, or whatever, okay? Now then, what's crazy? Okay, Didi, your comment popped right up. Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. Finna go. Nobody but the earth signs. Someone may be trying to be conniving here. And with this Four of Cups, it's an interesting Four of Cups, right? Because this is the boundaries that you set. This is what it is that you are lifted up in. This is your light. This is the way that you are viewed on the sixth dimension and up, is what I'm hearing. So with these right here, someone may be lying about the offers that you have, lying about the things that you do, lying that you are not in your feelings, lying that you are not leaving them alone, lying that you don't want them. Somebody lying to themselves, but they lying on you. Don't they do it? But you got the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups, so that's beautiful energy. This is commitment. This is somebody gonna live with you here. Get it in writing, whatever. Because some of y'all be like, oh, I ain't worried about getting married. Baby, get something in writing. Four of Wands. Moving in, cohabitating, Aries. There may be someone here that wants to communicate with you or sending something here. Some of y'all are falling in love with y'all professor with your freaky ass, okay? But overall, this may even be that a message of concern comes through about a car, a child, and not having enough money to do something with a car and a child. But with this Emperor and this Page of Swords, this may be someone who, like, I don't know, man. Now, this is the old rule. I don't know how it go in corporate America today, all right? And I do understand earth signs will be on a whole lot of stuff, and as soon as you walk past them, it looks like they working because they know how to switch them tabs real quick. They'll be having about 12 because they do it here. That's why they do it there, too. It's easier for them to do it. That's why a lot of earth signs don't get caught. I'm just telling you what it is, okay? So, they don't get caught cheating. So some of you may need to be mindful of what somebody may be watching your activity online at work. Your boss may be watching your activity online at work. Maybe it's, you know, an Aries that you deal with. Them is some nosy motherfuckers. I don't care if you go tell them either, because I ain't forgot about Winnie, okay? But them Aries is some nosy little motherfuckers. Because they be knowing it's something in there, and then they do be finding it, okay? So, no. Clear your browser history, bitch. You know, use the app that you can hide your, you know, your stuff on. Whatever. I'm just saying them Aries knows there's something in here. Talking about definitely an Aries. Don't get them started. Whatever. They can say whatever they want to because they usually be right. But the thing is, you know, stay out of people's stuff. God damn. They'll look out through your car if you let them. Girl, you got to watch them. Look out through your car. Be looking for stuff. I know proof is somewhere. Baby, ain't no proof. Now you done pissed me off. Okay? Now, What do you have for these beautiful air signs here, please and thank you, honey? Finna go. The High Priestess, you're going to know before you grow. You're going to know before you go. A lot of information is coming through. Some of you may even begin to research esoteric knowledge. You may even get into this space where you are receiving a lot of information here about the balance of the polarities, okay? Because you know in the other High Priestess cards, right? She's sitting between the dark and light and the shadow. So there's something coming through for you to really pay attention to that may have you in a space where you feel like you don't want to be around nobody. Very protected with that four of Pentacles and this Fool card. Very protective. Whatever they bringing in to you, you're going to have to keep it to yourself. And the reason that you're going to have to keep it to yourself, because this is what you've been waiting for. You've been getting a lot of information about just hold on. Hold on. You may even be researching and learning something new while they got you on that hold on. Hold on. Okay. Don't move too fast. Some of y'all may. Oh, y'all do. They did come over here, didn't it? Have some fire in their chart. I feel like there's a lot of fire in your chart. Maybe like 4 or 5 placements or something. Strong placements. Okay. Let me see here, honey. I'm finna go. What you got for these air signs, honey? The 4 of Cups, pull back. You got 2 4s, number 44. 4 moving into a 4 makes an 8. It's going to be great. Then you got that Fool card that came out. So this is a new beginning. This is something that you don't know how it's going to end or how it's going to work out on the other side, but you're doing what you were guided to. Okay? Page of Pentacles. I hope somebody put the homework that I said. Somebody be my, what you call it? Grammarly. Somebody be my editor, please. And put the homework in the comments when this video drops. Because I'm not going to remember. And people ain't going to be watching, so they need to get in the comments so they can see it. Whatever. Because sometimes y'all be congregating in the comments. Page of Pentacles. This may be a new job offer, something stable. This is stability. But overall, this may even be growth when it comes to something that you've been working on. It's just going to take some time. Death and rebirth in the Knight of Wands. You feel that huge transformation energy, and it's coming up at your root. Things have to be pulled up at the root. You hear me? You can change the color on the trees. The leaves gonna change. They gonna fall off. Branches fall here and there. The tree get taller and higher and more prominent and then standing out. And the tree got broad shoulders and stand like Captain Morgan. Right? But if you don't get to the root of it, okay, just growing up for nothing. Hello. All right. So this is spiritual maturity. All right. What information do you have for these beautiful people, honey? It's 1220. The Hierophant, higher levels of education. This may even be that new job I was telling you about. And I think that some of you are going to get a job that you didn't even know that you were qualified for. Baby, I'll tell you something. Y'all know the vibes. Someone may even be initiated here. You got the High Priest and the High Priestess. Maybe you are meeting your match as well. You may even be in a space where whatever job this is or whatever you go and do, you may be in a government building or something like that. You meet someone. It's like they tell you, like, no, you need to go here. You go in there, right? Because you be listening. Because the people in this house listen. So they use their discernment. I'm just saying. All right? Ain't no other way about it. So you go into this building or you go into this place in this space and it's somebody you meet that's your taste. No. But it's someone who will be able to help you, or like they may even activate you and you don't even know it. It's different ways of activating people, but this is someone that is you're destined to meet. Even if it's a job, it's something, a bid. I always get construction. This year I've been getting construction a lot. Probably because they're doing construction out there. But I've been getting construction a lot for a lot of people. But something about a bid or something goes through here. You're going to know it before you do. You're going to know it before you know it. Yeah. Because you're going to have the information. But it's like, okay, when it happens, then that's when you're like, oh, now I'm tied together. 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands here. This may have to do with something that you've been waiting on. Maybe you're waiting for the city to come fix something or waiting for someone to come and restore, or there's something here. This may be the foundation around the bottom of your house. It may be the stairs here. There's something that's a hazard that you've been having to like. That's one of the worst things. Like when people don't finish fixing something, or like, you know how you get your floors tiled, right? Tiled. And they have to come in and pull up all the carpet or whatever, pull all that up. Then they have to, you know, sand it. It might, you know, they may have to pull up some stuff and put something else down. Ain't no telling. It's like a whole to do. And if you're getting a huge area done, and they just so happen, because you know sometimes they don't be listening. Okay, they don't be making no sense. They may do it right there in the foyer. Start in the foyer. Like, why would you start in the foyer? And we have to go in and out. So now you got to go out the garage and walk through all them past all them boxes and stuff. You don't know what might jump out at you. Okay? So it's kind of like that. You don't know what might jump out. Some people don't be going in there like that. And don't nobody want to be going in there at night. It be stuff in there. I talked about that on my in my class about garages. It be stuff in there. Okay? So it's like a slight inconvenience that's going to be fixed, basically. So whatever the inconveniences were in your life over the course of the past 2 to 3 months or whatever this is, it's going to smooth out. You got the high priest and the high priest. So this is energy that has more to do with what is meant to be and not what could be, what probably is. This is what is meant to be, because whenever a high priest and a high priestess come together, shit get to shaking. Okay? Now, I'm going to get ready for a little Java. Then I'll come back later for... Oh, I may be able to do one more. Got a little time. All right. So this is y'all card. All right. This assists with release, support, and grounding. All right. The benefits are that it reduces tension, supports eliminatory and reproductive systems, slows and directs breath into the pelvis. Slows and directs breath into the pelvis. Breathe through the pelvis. I'm telling you right now, I got a feeling that when y'all do this, y'all gonna have to use the restroom. Okay? I really feel like whatever blocks that you have when you do this is going to release a lot of stuff from your navel down. Okay? Don't be surprised that if you have acid reflux or something like that, that clears up when you do this. I'm just saying, because oftentimes certain things are connected to other things, right? And you know what I mean? You settle that acid that's in your stomach that's been coming up or what have you, some kind of way. I'll look into it, but that's what I'm picking up, okay? So you hold your hands like this. Okay, hello. Hold on, pull back. Okay. Hold your hands like this. Rest the hands in front of the belly with your wrists on your thighs. Right? Be cautious. It can lower your blood pressure. All right? Now, attention, affirmation, focus. With deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. With deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. With deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. Say it with your chest. Okay, this is what's interesting to me, because it says this one, the Aries had the red card as well, but it was a different card. Yours is surrender. But both of these say be cautious, because it lowers blood pressure, which makes sense. Because if you are in a space of aggression, if you are in a space of just overwhelmed or excited, or just is too much, you too in this earth realm, the blood pressure will be high. That's first and foremost, okay? But if you are in a space where you fluctuate between moods or what have you, don't use this, okay? But overall, consult your doctor. But I already told your ass, that's the disclaimer. If your blood pressure is low, go stand on your head. Consult with your physician, okay? I am nobody's PCP, but I do play a PCP on your Chromecasted to your TV. Hello. All right, so that is that on that earth signs. Your daughter has pain. I hope she gets better. Yes, with deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. You don't need to argue. You don't need to fight. You don't need to go back and forth with people. You don't need to do that. You could be putting that energy in something else. Like, it's very much so expensive to keep on going back and forth with people. Like, how much time do you have on your hands, right? How much money are you making from that? You know what I'm saying? So, like, what? Like, what? All right, so what's the next read y'all think we should do? I'm going to take me a minute break, and I'm coming right back. Should we do water or earth? Water or earth. Hey, baby. We got one earth that popped up. Water or earth. Make sure y'all like the video. It's 190 people. Can y'all please like the video? 2 earth. I love y'all too. And y'all welcome. Please just do what you came here to do. Please. 3 earth. 3 earth. 3 earth. Please like the video. I'm not going to come back because I get tired of people just using me. 2 water, 5 earth, 4 earth, water. Ooh. And then, okay, so I take it back, Angela Marie. She done came through with the beautiful message to remind me, come on back. Okay, I'm back. She said, thank you for being incredibly generous with these beautiful spiritual gifts. Let me pull it back because I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there. It ain't nothing to put a like on there. Water. You slapped somebody. You slapped somebody. You slapped somebody. You Scorpio dominant. Oh my goodness. Why would they touch a Scorpio's child? Do people even understand the game? Do people even understand? Like, why would you touch a Scorpio's child? That is not a Cancer or a Pisces. And I'm not to say that those signs won't do something to you. Okay? Oh, thank you. Baby, who would even try, honey? Hey, Winnie. It is. It's now, that's the thing too, y'all, for real. That also goes into that choose your battles wisely. Outside and anywhere. Inside, check yourself on the inside then, you know, when you go outside. Because it's a lot going on, man. And it's like, we were talking about this in the fire sign video a little bit about everybody pointing their fingers at everybody, and a lot of this stuff could be avoided if they would still have certain groups or things that are happening in different communities to help keep folks together. And as far as, you know, resources for them to, you know, for the mental health or what have you, without trying to, you know, push the pharmaceuticals, without trying to push something on somebody to take something. You know what I mean? So it's crazy outside. We need, like we talked about on that live some time ago. I think it was last year or something. And we were talking about the, you know, spirituality and, was it mental? But we were talking about the whole, like, different people coming together to, you know, create some type of help. Because oftentimes the help comes in a way that only like a certain group of people want to do it in a space, right? And they are selective on who they will help. It's not about that. Because what if I was selective on who I help, right? It's not about that. It's not about being selective on who you help. Just know that you are offering some type of help. And it's not even hard to get government funding for helping people. I'm remembering as I'm talking to y'all, because I'm going outside. Like I told the fire signs, it's time to go outside and not be selective about, because I have a lot that I need to help people with. So y'all going outside. He tried to give her some depression meds. J-Lo said a doctor tried to give her daughter some depression meds. They don't need much of a reason. Just get out my face. Because then, okay, so on the fire sign videos, we talked about teachers. But then when you discuss doctors, you have a lot of doctors. Like, I ran into a doctor about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, this lady is arrogant as hell. Like, she knows what she knows. Not taking that from her, because, bitch, I know I'm not going to school all them years to do nothing. Okay? So, she knows what she knows or what have you. I'm like, she is arrogant. And I'm talking about arrogant, blatant, like she wasn't trying to hide it, right? She was not trying to hide that she was arrogant. And her arrogance was like in the equivalent of she knows what she knows and she don't understand why other doctors don't want to know what she knows or what have you. And I'm like, I said, well, I understand how that goes, because of course I do, right? In my own way. I was like, I understand how that goes, but maybe they have what they specialize in. Like you have what you specialize, but she got smart with me. I was like, girl, she arrogant. Because she knows what she knows, but she don't, like, she wasn't even, she's like a what do you call it? The doctor that's under the doctor, like the head doctor. Okay, head doctor. But I could also see like she'll be vying for that lady position. Who is this y'all have to block? Do I need to block them, y'all? Because they keep on trying to put messages up there. 10 years fighting severe depression and is a survivor. Healing can happen. Give them time to do what they love and express their deepest concerns without judgment. True that. Depression comes from somewhere so deep up in there. I got off antidepressants by microdosing every 3 weeks. Okay? And that's what they need. They don't want y'all to do all that. They don't want y'all to do all that because that also opens you up more to who you really are. My. You sure looking good tonight. And you're so damn fine. I'm about to do the water signs. About to do the water signs. Baby, do I need to go on and block this person? What's going on, y'all? Hold on. Look, I ain't have time to look at it. Y'all did what y'all came here to do, so just get rid of it. I ain't got time, because I couldn't. Hey, honey. I couldn't figure out what, in this right bag. What the fuck is that? Y'all welcome. All right, so we're going to come back for water. I got time today. I just looked at my watch. I got time today. I'm crossing the line today. So make sure y'all come back. I'm going to remember y'all names. I'm not going to remember all of them. Okay. I'm going to refill my tea. Go hop on my rebounder for a second. And I'll be back.